So is this perhaps an opportunity for you to get running the side, given Alistair's situation? We don't quite know how long he'll be out for, but does it present you with an opportunity on that personal level?
Yeah, it's good to get a run of games. It's nice. It's why it's important that you come in and you do your work every day, and that goes for everybody in the squad, which as a squad we do. So it's unfortunate for Ali, and I wish him all the best, and we've spoke about that between ourselves in private. But yeah, like I say, I've always supported him when he's in, and he does the same for me. So it's a good bond we've got in that sense.
Do you almost have to be selfish, ruthless as a footballer? If an opportunity is presented to you by an injury or a suspension for a teammate, you have to try and grasp it. Yeah,
these are just things in football. It's not any sort of malice way or anything like that. Like I say, we've got a very good relationship, and I support him, he supports me, and there's no sort of bad blood or anything like that in it. It's what's best for the team, and as long as the job's getting done for the team, that's the main thing.
How do you keep coming in and doing the work you've spoken about each day when you aren't maybe starting all the time? Does it become difficult, or is it just that professionalism you have to kind of keep drumming into yourself?
Yeah, no, it's everybody in football throughout your career, you're going to have hard times, you're going to have hard moments, you're going to it's not always going to be plain sailing, but it's important that you're professional when you come in and do your work, and by coming in and doing your work every day, when your chance comes, you can take it, not only for yourself but most importantly for the team, which thankfully for the squad in general and for myself, it's why you do it, and it's why then you're able to go in, and it's not as such as a big change, and that's important. So yeah, it's important that you do that.
It wasn't that long ago Celtic were 7 points clear at the top of the table, now level on points with Rangers. Are the boys looking at the table and kicking themselves a little bit?
I wouldn't say so, no. It's not something that we speak about. It's not something that we're overly thinking about. There's so many games, we've got such a busy schedule, there's always something else to be focusing on, and that's our main focus, is each game as it comes, which is a bit cliche, but it's how it is, and it's how we do our work best, and we've got an important one tomorrow that we're looking forward to and that we're prepared for and we're ready to go.
You have to do the same kind of thing. The manager mentioned last weekend that he feels there's maybe a bit of a negative narrative that's been built up around the club externally. Is that something that players have noticed at all? Is it the type of thing, as you say, with the table you just sort of put to the side and don't take any focus on?
Yeah, like I said, we've got so much going on, and we've got so much to look forward to as a club, and to be focusing on a daily basis. So it's not something that we overly pay a great attention to. We're focused on each game as it comes, and we're ready to tackle it head on, and everything externals is not for us, to deal with. We've got enough on our plate with the game, so we're focused on that.
Is that the main thing, that everyone in that dressing room is fighting for each other? You're all working for each other, and no matter what anyone else is saying outside, doesn't matter?
Yeah, dressing room's in a great place. All the boys are in a good place. We've got a great bond. Even the new boys that have come in, have hit the ground running. They're in a good place and having a laugh and different things like that with the boys, and it's important that that's there on a daily basis. And on the training pitch, we're putting the work in for the minute go till we stop training, and then to take that into games. So we're all in a good place as a team, and we're just ready to go head on now into the games.
The likes of yourself, others who've been here and done it before and won titles, been in title races or whatnot, so you put more onus on responsibility to yourself to maybe help the others who are just new to this whole experience, new to this environment of being and playing in Glasgow. Do you sort of help them a lot?
Yeah, it's part of being. You need to deal with pressure when you're at a club like Celtic. You need to deal with the pressures that come. The games you're expected to win every game, and there's no other alternative. And boys coming in and dealing with that can be a bit of a change depending on where they've came from, but they very quickly understand, and they don't need me or anybody else to tell them that. So it's just it's what you aim to do. It's what's expected, and that's what we aim to do every game. And we've got a great experience in the squad. We've got Callum, our captain, that does a very good job of that as well, and other boys there to support as well. So we've got, like I said, we've got a great changing room, and we're just looking forward to getting into the games.
How much is the onus on the entire squad needs to be ready, not just the first 10, 15, how many players it is, and it says that there can be no passengers between now and April. Everyone has to step up between now and May. everyone has to play their part.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why we have the squad, and that's why boys are putting the work in every day and doing the extra and are in the gym, and it's. But like I say, we do have a great squad, and it's a great squad of players that want to work and they want to do the hard yards and understanding their role within it. So we're lucky in that sense, and we just need to keep showing it, and we need to show that, which I feel we've been doing, and we just need to keep showing that fight, showing that hunger every game, which is our aim to do so.
When the table's so tight, is there an advantage to playing first when it comes to a certain match day? Obviously, you play Saturday, Rangers play Sunday. Can that be an advantage? It's
just similar to what I was saying before. It's the external things in terms of things like that is not something that overly comes on our radar. It's just wherever we play. It's about us, and it's about what we do on that day, and it's how we prepared, which we do very well, and it's about then how we implement our game on the day, and then that's what we focus on, and that's the control that we've got. And we take that very seriously, and that goes for tomorrow. So,
how does that demand to win every game? Is that something that you've grown up with here? Is it get instilled in you from a young age here? Yeah,
it's the expectation. It's what you sign up for. It's what you're prepared for as a Celtic player. Is to win every trophy you're involved in. Is to win every game you're involved in, and that's what's expected. And it's how you want to feel. You're going into games knowing that that's the expectation, and it then progresses you as a player and as a person to then strive for the best every day and do what you're doing in your craft, because that pressure's there, because that expectation's there, and it really does drive you on. So it's just about embracing it and enjoying that side of it as well, and dealing with it. And like I've touched on earlier, with boys coming in, they very quickly get to grips with themselves, but they do have a good support network of boys that have experienced that before. So we're in a good place, and we just need to kick on.
Was that different when you went into the first team environment, when it was, or or was it just the same as just a kind of step up with the youth team?
No, I was personally aware. But even when I was younger, being at Celtic, that's just that you're expected to win, and as a fan, that that's what I personally expect as well. That's what I want. So it kind of works both ways for me. It's a strange one, but for the boys that maybe aren't, they still, as a player, feel that expectation, and that's the reality of being at a club like Celtic. So we all understand. We're all aware of the situation, but it comes down to a game what we do. So
is that strange for you as a fan as well? Because you probably have mates when you don't get a result complain to you. But you could probably understand where they're coming from because you've stood in their shoes, but also what's the feeling in the dressing room as well.
Yeah, you come do it then. You come do it then. No, it's being a fan of the club, and I'm no different to the other fans as well. I'm lucky enough to play for Celtic, and have somewhat more control. But you put that aside, and you're professional, and it's different in that sense. But yeah, it's special in a way as well, and I'm very lucky, like I said, to be in this position from a personal level, to play for the club you support, and to take on responsibilities and show that fighting hunger, which, as I'm saying, I'm lucky enough to have a squad of boys that are doing it as well. So it's all good.
Do you ever try and talk your mates around to explain to them maybe why a result hasn't gone your way, or why they shouldn't panic, or do you realise that's a pointless exercise?
No, I don't bother. It's just it's part and parcel. If it's for the most part the results are good, so it's not something overly need to deal with a lot. But but I've got a great support network, so regardless, it's fine.
Do you ever just look at yourself in the mirror and give yourself a stern talking to after a bad result?
Just stand there and have a good look. Come on now. But, no.
You feel it helps you having that background, because obviously the Hibs game, you win a tackle that maybe you probably weren't expected to win, and it leads to the penalty, leads to the winner. Is that that help, that kind of drive you've got just to help the club, because it's your club as well?
Yeah, it's something over time you learn to separate completely, but yeah, just naturally there's just that what I just I want to win. I just in that circumstance you're speaking about, it was was just a moment that happened instinctively, and it was just, you know, I desperately wanted to get to that ball and to desperately score, and so did all the boys, and you seen that in the celebrations when Adam scored the penalty. So as a collective, we've got that hunger, we've got that desire, and we are showing it, and we'll continue to show it right up to the end.
Is that your best tackle ever? What do you think, yeah?
Just sliding about, just aye. Seem to have a good knack for just sliding about and getting mud all over me. So I was lucky enough to come away with the ball that time. So.